This is Art Television.
Coming up, State of Business, sponsored by
New SLT Mobitel Home 4G LTE users get date offers and win valuable tab computers through a raffle draw.
IWS Aviation.
A very good evening. Welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Mariam Vijayaratna. Let's have a look at the headlines first. President engages the nation through a special address on the economic crisis. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi assures Sri Lanka continued support and close relations. News in detail. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa engaged the nation through a special address on Wednesday to comment on the struggle faced by the people while his nation is in crisis. President Rajapaksa discussed the causes and highlighted the steps his government has taken to mitigate the situation, provide relief to the people and overcome the crisis.
අද මා ඔබ අමතන්නේ අභියෝගාත්මක අවස්ථාවකයි. ඔබගේ එදිනෙදා ජීවිතයට අත්‍යවශ්‍ය භාණ්ඩවල හිඟයක් සහ මිල වැඩිවීම ගැන මට හොඳින් වැටහෙනවා. ගෑස් හිඟකම, ඒ වගේම ඉන්ධන හිඟකම, විදුලිය ඇන හිටීමේ තත්ත්වය වැනි ගැටලු ගැන මා හොඳින් දන්නවා. පසුගිය මාස දෙක තුල මහජනතාව විඳි අනේක විද දුක්ඛම් කටළු ගැනත් මා ඉතා සංවේදී. ඒ ගැන කළ හැකි උපරිම දේ අප කළත් අපගේ පාලනයෙන් බැහැර හේතුන් නිසා එම තත්ත්වය තව දුරටත් පවතින බව මා දන්නවා. කොවිඩ් වසංගතය නිසා ඉහළ නැංවූ නැව් ගාස්තු, භාණ්ඩවල මිල ඉහළ යෑම, යම් යම් භාණ්ඩවල හිඟයන් යන මේ සියල්ල අපේ පාලනයෙන් තොරයි. එනමුත් අපි ජනතාවගේ පැත්තෙන් බලා සහනශීලී පිළිවෙතක් අනුගමනය කරනවා. මේ අර්බුදය කිසිසේත්ම මා විසින් නිර්මාණය කළ එකක් නොවේ. විසඳුම් ක්‍රියාත්මක කිරීමේදී යම් කාලයක් අපට දුෂ්කරතාවලට මුහුණ දෙන්නට වෙන බව අපි සියලු දෙනාම වටහා ගත යුතුයි. ඒ නිසා අධෛර්යමත් නොවි මේ අර්බුදකාරී තත්ත්වයෙන් ගොඩ ඒමට ජාතියක් වශයෙන් එක්වන ලෙස ඔබ සියලු දෙනාගෙන්ම ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා.
Finance Minister Basil Rajapaksa met Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday and was reassured that India would always stand with Sri Lanka as a close and friendly neighbor. Finance Minister Rajapaksa is in New Delhi on a two-day official visit to follow up on short and medium-term economic cooperation measures that were agreed during his visit to India last December.
The cordial meeting between was held at the Indian Prime Minister's office in Parliament House. Finance Minister Rajapaksa thanked Prime Minister Modi for all the assistance India has provided Sri Lanka. The dignitaries discussed many issues regarding the bilateral relations which cover the areas of agriculture, renewable energy, digitalization, tourism and fisheries among others. The Prime Minister and the Minister discussed Sri Lanka's decision to move towards organic agriculture. Prime Minister Modi highlighted the advantages of natural farming and India's experience in developing related techniques and products including nano-fertilizers which could be of relevance to Sri Lanka. They agreed that cooperation in development of renewable energy in Sri Lanka is mutually beneficial and that it should be actively pursued. Given India's expertise in unique digital identity and the proposal for bilateral cooperation in a similar Sri Lankan program, it was stressed that such an identity could serve as a platform for providing unique services to ordinary citizens. The significance of promoting the Ramayana Trail in Sri Lanka and Buddhist circuit in India, including Gujarat, was highlighted for attracting a large number of Indian tourists to Sri Lanka. A specific reference was made to the MOU on tourism signed between Sri Lanka and the state of Gujarat in 2009, which could serve as a template to promote tourism at the state level. Prime Minister Modi and Minister Rajapaksa also discussed the fisheries issue between the two nations and recognized its complex and multidimensional nature. The discussion on this topic covered humane treatment of fishermen, livelihood enforcement, ecology of the ocean, and the early release of arrested fishermen and their boats. The two dignitaries also agreed on the urgent need to find a lasting solution to this complex issue.
The first ever visit of a 17-member high-level Omani business delegation to Sri Lanka from the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, organized by the Sri Lanka Embassy in Oman, has successfully concluded. The high-level business delegation was led by the chairman of the Oman Chamber, Reda bin Juma Al Salah, the sole representative of the entire private sector of Oman. The purpose of the visit was to explore opportunities available in trade and investment between Sri Lanka and the Sultanate of Oman and to establish business links between the private sectors of the two countries. The delegation paid a courtesy call on Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, briefed him on the progress made during their visit and expressed their keen interest in closer economic engagement with Sri Lanka. The delegation also had productive meetings with the Finance Minister Basil Rajapaksa and other related ministers. A range of areas of mutual interest, including promotion of tourism and employment opportunities, were discussed. Delegation members representing manpower agencies met with the chairman of the Sri Lanka Bureau of Foreign Employment and discussed labour recruitment issues and agreed to increase employment opportunities under government-regulated arrangements. A highlight of the visit was the business forum, followed by B2B meetings held between the visiting Omani delegation and their Sri Lankan counterparts, organized by the National Chamber of Commerce of Sri Lanka. The chairpersons of the two chambers signed an MOU for the promotion of business between the two countries. A letter of intent between Siddhalepa and Oman's Lama Police Clinic was signed, introducing Siddhalepa Ayurvedic products and services in the Sultanate of Oman. The Omani business delegation had a fruitful meeting with the Sri Lanka State Trading Corporation and discussed ways and means for trading between Sri Lanka's state sector and Oman's private sector. During the meeting with the Director General of Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority, it was proposed to organize joint programs for promotion of tourism between the two countries. The delegation also met the President of Sri Lanka Association for Software and Services Companies, SLASCOM, to explore opportunities for collaboration in the ICT and BPM sectors. They also interacted with the Chairman of Securities and Exchange Commission of Sri Lanka, and both sides exchanged information about doing business in both countries. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Now you can buy your ultra-fast fiber connection online through sltmobitel.lk and get special discounts.
Welcome back after the break. Samagi Jana Balawegaya parliamentarian Patali Champika Ranawaka addressing the press commented on the shortage of the fuel in the country. MP Ranawaka stated that the government levying extra fees on fuel at a time when global crude prices have declined is not acceptable.
ලෝකවෙළඳ පොලේ තෙල් මිල පහළට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. පොරතෙල් මිල $98ට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා මේ වෙනකොට. ඉතින් ඇත්තටම යහපාලන කාලේ තිබිච්ච ඩොලරයට රුපියල් 180 තිබුණා නම් සහ මේ මිල ගත්තා නම් අද වෙනකොට ඇත්තටම ඩීසල් ලීටර එක මිල වෙන්නේ රුපියල් 126යි. පෙට්‍රල් ලීටරයක් වෙන්නේ රුපියල් 130යි. එමනම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට හැම කෙනාටම මේ රටේ ජනතාවට තේරෙනවා අද පෙට්‍රල් ඩීසල් හිඟේට අමතරව කොයිතරම් මුදලක් මේ ආණ්ඩුව ජනතාවගෙන් පිප්පකට් ගහනවාද කියලා මේ ඉන්ධන වලට පනවලා තියෙන සහගහන බදු හරහා. ඒ නිසා මහ ජනතාව පෝලිං වල ඉන්න අතරේ මතක තබා ගත යුතුයි ආදායම් ඉතාමත්ම අඩු වෙලා තියෙන මේ අවස්ථාවේදී පෙට්‍රල් ඩීසල් වලින් රුපියල් 120කට අධික ප්‍රමාණයකට මුදල් බදු වලටත් අමතරව ලාභ හැටියට උපයා ගන්නවා ඒ වගේම ආණ්ඩුවේ වැරදි මූල කළමනාකරණය නිසා අනිත් පැත්තෙන් ජනතාවට මේවට වන්දි ගෙවන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම මේ ආකාරයට මේ පෙට්‍රල් ඩීසල් හෝ තොරතෙල් ගෙන්වීම ලංකාවට කරන්න බෑ. මොකද මේ විදිහට මේ යන්තම් චුට්ට කර මේ කරගෙන යන්න පුළුවන් කමක් නැහැ. මේ රීලෝඩ් ක්‍රමයට ඒ සඳහා ස්ථිර සාර වැඩපිළිවෙලක් රටට අවශ්‍යයි. ඒක කරන්න මේ ආණ්ඩුව අසමත්. ඒ නිසා ගෑස් පෝලිං වල, පෙට්‍රල් පෝලිං වල, ඩීසල් පෝලිං වල දුක් විඳින ජනතාව දැන් ඉදිරියට ඇවිල්ලා තමන්ගේ ජීවන අයිතිය වෙනුවෙන් නැගී සිටීම ඉතාම අවශ්‍ය කරලා තියෙනවා.
Dr. Ranga Kalansurya, speaking at the recent launch of the Safe Web LK initiative held at the BMICH, stated that Sri Lanka was making history with this move. Dr. Kalansurya says that this initiative aims to address the complex problems of dealing with disinformation and cyberbullying through self-regulation.
No crisis could be overcome without consultation, consensus and compromise. That's the accepted fact. So this is the process we are starting of consultation, compromise and consensus with a multi-stakeholder approach. And another fact is that specifically in the context of local crisis, we are at a time that we need more robust policies, dynamic principles and strong institutions against individuals. This is the process we are starting. And we are trying to uphold the basic principles of democracy, of policies, principles and institutions. What is the policy? The policy here is self-regulation against state or government regulation. What is the principle? The principle is values and virtues and ethics. And from today, we are establishing an institution with all multi-stakeholder platforms and partners, including the government. So we are happy and proud and thankful to the government.
Number 6 Helicopter Squadron at Sri Lanka Air Force Base Anuradhapura proudly celebrated its 29th anniversary under the guidance of the Commanding Officer Group Captain J.S. Samarsekara recently. The squadron, established on the 15th of March 1993, is home to the Air Force's Mi-17 helicopters, famously known as the Tuskers of the Sky. The helicopters are from a Soviet-designed Russian military helicopter family introduced in 1975 and continuing in production as of 2021. Also known as the Mi-8M series in the Russian service, the helicopter is mostly used as a medium twin-turbine transport helicopter as well as an armed gunship. The squadron has been in the forefront of all vertical heavy lift operations carried out by the Sri Lankan Air Force since its inception. The anniversary celebrations commenced with a traditional working parade which was observed by the commanding officer, followed by an address to all ranks of the squadron. The commanding officer appreciated the valuable contributions made by all service personnel, including civilian staff, during these challenging circumstances to the nation. A special religious ceremony was also conducted in the evening at Ruwanvali Mahasaya, which evoked blessings for squadron personnel and their families. All the activities were conducted in accordance with the health guidelines for prevention of spreading of COVID-19. We'll be right back with the stock updates.
But if she doesn't lay eggs, she'll have to go. Okay, all right. Your pet can stay.
UHD quality video streaming on Sri Lanka's first, fastest and widest premium fiber network. Internet like a boss. SLT Mobitel Fiber.
Welcome back after the break. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The all-share price index gained 131.28 points to close at 10,353.83, and the S&P SL 20 gained 64.05 points to close at 3,588.11. The turnover was 1.4 billion rupees and over 72 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all we have for tonight. Have a great weekend. Good night.
State of Business was sponsored by
New SLT Mobitel Home 4G LTE users get date offers and win valuable tab computers through a raffle draw.
IWS Aviation.